Howdy folks, Tetsu here, down in the lower tiers where the power's low, but the battles are fierce. And today I'll be continuing my self-proclaimed quest to archive all the battles during the first 7U tournament, which thereby hope to bring light to tier and possibly help it grow. So join me as we head down to the LB and observe those who've gained an elimination in the first 2 rounds. Our combatants this time will be Julian113 versus Txitxas. Julian113 lost to Tyler Fitz8 in round 1, along with Txitxas losing to BT89. With elimination each, they now battle it out to see who gets the boot. Either way, their skill should be witnessed here today by both myself and you the viewer. If you happen to enjoy the video, I humbly request you click that like button. Also subscribe and click that bell if you want to be notified for later uploads. Working together, we can bring more attention to this fascinating metagame. With all that said, let's begin. Alright, match 3, game 1. Let's play lead metagame. Julian once again coming out with Rattata and a Charmeleon from Txitxas. Charmeleon is going to outspeed and goes for a fire spin to try to whittle Rattata down, which admittedly, it's not going to be hard. Rattata is just really not all that bulky. Yeah, this is not looking good. Rattata is just not really tanky. It's more or less just a anti-tent lead in this case. Julian switched in their Tentacool with Ivysaur coming in from Txitxas, and Tentacool goes for the Wrap. Voltorb being sent out to threaten it. Do we see a Rhyhorn or... No, it's an Ivysaur switch. Thunderwave coming in on Ivysaur, and Sleep goes down on Voltorb, trading statuses. Charmeleon comes in for Txitxas. Do we see a Paralysis? We do! Ivysaur gets the para on the incoming Charmeleon. Tentacool gets switched in, and Hydro Pump comes out with Tentacool gaining no damage. Meowth being switched in for Txitxas. Ivysaur going to be switched in from Julian. Do we see... Oh, Paralysis! Ivysaur for Txitxas is going for the Swords Dance. Body Slam going in. Body Slam misses for Julian, and Ivysaur is finished off. Charmeleon from Julian coming in. Slash. Paralysis. No, Sleep Powder coming in. Fire Blast takes it out! Both players are now down to 2 mods, with Tentacool coming in and going for the Hydro Pump. Charmeleon's taken out, but not before Tentacool was brought down to 50% health. Julian sends out their Meowth. Tentacool gets switched down into a Rhyhorn, and Bumble Beam, after a slash, deals tons of damage to Rhyhorn. And Meowth, unfortunately, does not come out of that unscathed, being brought to 32%. Meowth from Txitxas has come in, and Tentacool was switched in to be sacked, with Julian sending in Hitmonchan. Do we see a Body Slam? We do. Actually, I'm kind of surprised they didn't go for Submission there. Submission crits on Voltorb, and then Meowth comes in for Txitxas once again. Alright. Julian needs to outspeed. They do, and they wind up beating Meowth. And Tentacool. Whew. That was a close game. Alright, on to game 2. Let's play lead metagame. Ivysaur coming from Txitxas this time with Rattata once again for Julian. Super Fang hits, but Sleep Powder goes down. But that is still a ton of damage. Ivysaur being brought to 51 as Charmeleon comes in, tanks a Razor Leaf. Txitxas sends in their Tentacool, gets hit with a slash. Another slash brings it down to 4%. Hydro Pump comes in and Charmeleon is down. Meow for Julian being brought in. Tentacool gets sacked. And what do we see? We see Voltorb. Ivysaur for Julian switch in onto the T-Wave. Very nice. As Charmeleon comes in to be slept. Tentacool for Julian coming in. And something is going to be obliterated. Hydro Pump misses. Ouch. But the second one does not. And Charmeleon is sent to bed. Alright, Meowth going in for Julian. Who's sent for Txitxas, who sends in their Ivysaur. Voltorb gets put into substitute. But also gets put to sleep now that Charmeleon is gone. Razor Leaf comes in as Ivysaur is breaking through the paralysis. They go for a Swords Dance as Beedrill comes in. Beedrill goes for the Swords Dance. They go for the agility. Are they going to go for the other Swords Dance? No, they go for Hyper Beam. Take out Ivysaur. Is this going to be... Wait. Why Pin Missile? Beedrill gets paralyzed on the body slam. Hitmonchan took out Beedrill after 2 dances. Gosh dang. Txitxas sends in their Ivysaur. Julian has Tentacool. Ivysaur is taken out on a Blizzard with Meowth coming in for Txitxas, taking out the Tentacool. This is not looking good for Txitxas. Voltorb, the sleeping Voltorb is being switched in as Hitmonchan goes for the agility body slam. Voltorb is not going to be able to wake up in time before it gets taken out. And Txitxas forfeits the match. Whew, leaving Julian with a 2-0 victory. So, what did we learn? Okay, not sure about this line of thinking here. I suspect that Julian was predicting a switch, but with Tentacool being Txitxas' only fighting resist and Voltorb being asleep, that just seems very unlikely. Even if they had switched, both Mons would have been taken out no problem. One could argue if they switched out both times, forcing Hitmonchan to take recoil for both Mons, you could lower its HP enough to be put in a bad spot. At most, recoil on Voltorb would be 13.2%, with 7.6% being the max on 10 without a crit. If I've done my math right, which I admit is a bit of a toss-up, Hitmonchan would have around 80% health, still more than capable of tanking a slash, which tops off at 42.5% damage. Sure, submission can miss, but this just seems far more risky. Would Beedrill be able to take out Hitmonchan with an H-beam at +2? No is the answer. It would do, without a crit, 71.6 to 84.1% damage, leaving B open to counter or just damage in general. Why did they use Pin Missile though? I would guess it whittling down Hitmonchan to get into H-beam range, which I think would only work on a 4-hit or more. With the match over, Txitxas is officially kicked out of the first 7U tournament, while Julian 113 will continue on in the LB. How long will they be able to stick around? Only time will tell. If you happen to have found the video interesting, why not join in on the fun? I've got all the necessary links down in the description, from the Discord to the Resource Hub. I hope to see you there. And until next time, everybody, take care.